Hey, look at that game. What's that game on stream? Wii Music? How would you speedrun Wii Music? How does that even work? We're live, boys and girls. Hey, everybody. My name is GaryJ. I've run a couple other games before at this marathon, but in this marathon, Code Lyoko, Quest for Infinity, and Brilliant Pop, but somehow, and I'm not really surprised, this game has piqued the interest out of the most people out of my free run. So this is Wii Music. This is a game that was released shortly after for the Nintendo Wii, and it's kind of a meme. It's not really that good, but I decided one day I'm gonna speedrun Wii Music. So you're probably asking, how the hell do you speedrun Wii Music? Well, speedrun trivia mini games. Here we go. Well, not quite. Not quite. Here we go. So, Wii Music is basically you just play music with the genius controls that are the Wii motion controls and buttons. So, there's a game in this called Pitch Perfect, which is what I'm going to be attempting to speedrun right now, and hopefully not mess up too bad. There are a set of 8 different levels with various questions, and there's a lot of bad things that can go wrong. There's a lot of questionable things that can happen. I can mention there are 3 chances throughout this run that there will be a 2-frame trick I will have to do, and if I miss the 2-frame trick, I lose 4 to 6 seconds depending on where it happens. So get hyped for that. I should mention that I have earbuds connected right to the gamepad, Wii U gamepad, in order to hear it really closely. Yeah, where the hell is the Area 3, am I right? Like, where the hell is that? Where the hell is that dude? That's for my Switch, that's for the Nintendo Switch, I haven't gotten yet. But yeah, there's a lot of questionable things that can happen, but really, I think I should just go ahead and start and show you guys. So I'm gonna count down real quick. So, 3, 2, 1, go! So right off the bat, I have one of the hardest tricks in the run. Let's go. Okay. I got it. Serious time. Frame perfect! Let's go! Didn't lose any time. Okay, let's go. Round two. Yeah, you prefer Gary5, I know. Frame 2. Nice! Good manip. The perfect manip. Okay. So this is, all of this questioning is kind of rudimental music theory stuff, but it gets neat. I did not get bamboozled. Here we go. So, there's a lot of basic trivia questions about music theory, music understanding. And also, I'm gonna stop randomly every so now and again. Yeah, frame perfect, dude. Let's go. Didn't even lose a second. But, sorry, it takes a little bit. I have to... What? Rip, I got bamboozled, dude. But, there's a lot of different things I'm gonna be doing at once. I'm gonna be explaining these questions every so now and then, but I'm gonna give you the first little round to see what we're gonna be in for. Serious time, hold on, give me a sec. Serious time. Let's go! Frame perfect. Let's go! Bamboozled! So that's a little thing where they're gonna play a song or a melody, but one player is gonna play the long note. I have a little trick there where I just find the one that is not correct, obviously, and pick the other 2. I had to make a set of 2. That I had to put them in the right order. Yeah, I know. Reset, dude. If this was a real one, I would reset. Oh god, this is really hard. Give me a second. 1 cycle! Let's go! Okay. That's a neat little trick. That's a neat little game. It's gonna be at the end of every single level. I picked level 3. Okay, we're jumping around a bit. That was a mistake. I normally go levels 1 through 8 in order. It doesn't make a difference, it's just I need to remember to go back to 2. So, as the levels go on and on, they're supposed to get a lot harder. So I just have to match the pitch there. The first 2, there's normally a set order as to what the games are going to be each level. Neat. Let's go. Easy. Frame perfect. Easy every time. Let's do this. So they're different kind of games. These are all done by Wii Pointer. And normally, this is gonna be a little bit of a John. Normally, I'm sitting much farther back. Hold on. Here. What? Oh right, I noodled myself. I apologize. With a frame perfect 1 cycle, let's go. So the thief is right among us. Rip. Okay. This game, I have to. They give me a little theme, and I have to get the melody that best suits it. I messed up there, and also I got a little bit of bad RNG. So the set of melodies are always the same. Give me a sec. Should be clarinet. Actually, it might be saxophone. The saxophone and clarinet sound. Yeah, there you go. Actually, that's an oboe. I apologize. The saxophone and oboe sound really close, and it can kind of get bamboozled. Neat. What was it saying? So yeah, the melodies are always the same on those kind of questions. The paired. But the questions are different every time. They're random. A lot of things in this game are randomized every time, so I can't really practice exactly what's gonna happen. But give me a sec. No. Rip. Okay, so I got this question wrong technically, so it has to play back. I go for a 1 cycle, which I call it, just so it doesn't have to loop again. There's gonna be instances where I have to do a 2-frame trick, which I'll demonstrate it if it happens. Okay, I'm going back to level 2 just because I accidentally skipped it. So I keep forgetting to mention. I keep getting cut off. So the pairs of melodies are always the same pair, but one is always slightly longer than the other. So in that specific level that I did like a minute ago. Neat. Also, my favorite instrument is the cat suit, followed by the dog suit, which we're gonna get a little bit of that later. Yo, shout out to the lullaby. Shout out to the perfect 4th. So, I apologize. Give me a sec. It's gonna. Nice. Neat. So I have to do a lot of quick thinking. So. Also, that's not what humans are supposed to sound like. So that song is actually slightly shorter than the other one, so I saved like a 1/10 of a second, or like 2/10 of a second, because it took slightly less time. This one and the level right before it are the most brutal to lose. Whip, I messed it up. Okay. There's some instruments that are going to be paired up that sound really similar. This game is a treasure, I know, right? I don't have the mind power to understand this game fully. I just play this mode over and over again. I don't actually play music. No, I messed up! Rip! I got noodle, dude! So, there's a lot of instruments on those pick the wrong note that sound very, very similar. Here, come on. Also, this is all button by pointer, so I'm gonna mess up a lot. And normally I sit like a lot farther back than where I am right now, but I have to be plugged into the computer to know if things go haywire or something gets caught on fire. So, might miss a couple things that I'm not supposed to, and I apologize for that. Neat. So we're going into level 4. Level 4 is the first instance at the very end where I may have to do the 1-frame trick. Or the 2-frame trick, rather. This game runs at 60 FPS, which is very interesting for a early release Wii game. Neat. Frame perfect! Didn't even lose a second. Let's go. And I'll explain it a little bit later during it if it happens, or if I mess it up by accident. So I'll have time later. Later in this level. Neat. Okay. I'm trying to move as fast as I possibly can, which sometimes I'll end up messing it up, or grabbing the wrong character. Which can happen a little bit later in the run, because there's some things that have very questionable hitboxes. So highest pitch, not much is happening right here, right this second. Yeah, never trust a harpsichord, dude. So this one is really big of a difference. That one is a whole half second, I believe, longer than the other one. So I saved half a second. So this one has really good RNG so far. Oh, I think it's the piano. Oh no, I accidentally hit the violin. Hey, look, it's wrong. Neat. So there's gonna be a lot of instruments that sound really off, like really close, and they shouldn't, like the trumpet and the timpani. Neat. These are some of the hardest to do really quickly. I'm surprised I nailed all of them so far. Okay. For some of those, we have to put them in the right order or find the lowest. Give me a sec. Yo, it happened! So I have 2 frames to move this guy out of the way. Neat. 1 cycle, let's go! Let's go. So, that means they're actually random spawns on the final levels of those. And if there's one person in particular in 3 different levels, that was one of them, where they can spawn on the far left. And if the note plays, while they're still there, it counts it wrong, and I have to do another cycle. But thankfully, I was able to get a 2-frame click and move. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Nice, that makes absolutely perfect sense. The dog suits and cat suits are horrible because they make us do that. So in levels like that, or the find the lowest, I memorize the melody in my head, and I'll go back to wherever I need to. So that one's pretty easy, but there's something gonna be a lot later, where there's like a set of 5, and I need to find the highest or the lowest. And I just remember the what? Right. Okay. Whoops. Disregard that. I know what I'm doing. I haven't. Me? Okay. I've had nothing to eat all day. So shoutouts to Wee Wee. I'm gonna see a little bit of that in a bit. This one's hard to note. So, there are specific sets of things they can play right here, but there's... Hold on. Ramp at the trumpet? Okay. So, like, there's like 3 or 4 different instances where the trumpet can be the wrong instrument, or the 3 or 4 different instances where the steel drums can be the wrong instrument. So it's hard to kind of remember every single one of them. Wee. I've gotten every single one of those right, which is very surprising. I normally have messed one up at this point in the month. Why is he so angry? I should also mention the fact that every time you boot up this game, this mode, by the way, or rather, and you only have one Mii, they randomly generate the rest of the Miis. Also, the song at the end of every level is the same, but the spawn where they are spawned is completely different. Not complete. There are some patterns, like there's always going to be, on level 1, there's always going to be 1 space there's only going to be 1 character misplaced. Level 2, there's going to be 1 misplaced by 2 spaces. It's pretty consistent like that. Yeah, I was too. So, nice. So this isn't kind of tech or RNG manip, But I'm gonna attempt every so now and then to switch where I'm starting, because if I start at the left, statistically, statistically, if I start at the left every single time, it's not gonna be the left every single time. So I should have started at the right there, because if I started at the right, I would have found the right 2 immediately. But some ones like this, where I have to go through every single one to find the lowest one, it doesn't matter, so I'll end up starting at the left. So a little... Give me a sec. Neat. What? Oh, right. I'm noodling myself, dude. Woohoo, there's an extra cheese on my burger! This one's slightly longer than the other one. I'm gonna point these out every so now and then. I apologize. Little tiny nitpicks. What the hell is this? Okay, there we go. I've never heard that one specifically before, so took me a second. So you'll see me sometimes just YOLO grab one and put it over, just so, because if you get one wrong, hold on. Nice. If you get the, say, cheese, there's extra cheese on my burger. This one's actually kind of hard. Give me a sec. Neat. Okay. Level 6. Wait, am I on level 6 already? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I did fine. Okay, so this one's actually going really, really fast. I apologize. There's a lot I need to explain with these last 2 levels. So, these last 2, every other level before this had a set pattern. Match a pitch, make a chord, da-da-da-da. But this one has different setups. So instead of having one remake the melody at the end, there's gonna be 2, and they're a lot harder and more difficult to get one cycle on. Also, for some reason, it looks like she's playing that out of her nose. It's the texture of the Mia. But I just wanted to point that out. It's bugging me. Okay. This one can be pretty difficult, because you can easily mix up the violin and the the guitar and the violin and the piano. So, send in the bells. This is actually PB pace, which is really insane. That's bad RNG. This loses... That lasts about a quarter of a second. So RNG is subpar, this one. So whenever they do this, I should mention, they really favor actual chords and triads. So... There we go. So they really favor chords and triads a lot more. So if you know basic music rules-esque, then it can be kind of easier to notice it. Come from downtown. I would normally mess around and pick these up and move them around, but sometimes, and by sometimes I mean I don't know why, but only sometimes it will count you wrong and it'll make an extra cycle. Okay. That one's kind of hard to get off, or it's kind of annoying to get a first cycle on. So this last level is one of the hardest. There's a lot of artificial difficulty with dog suits and timpanis, and I got a record, which is really weird. Getting a record in a PB temp actually loses time. Because it loses about 6 seconds because there's a little congratulations text that you have to close. For like 2 or 3 seconds. Neat. So there's gonna be, so the dog suits and the cat suit and the timpani are 3 pretty difficult or annoying. It sounds like a dream I've had before. I have speedrun. I have speedrun an orchestra before IRL. It is not fun. It is not fun. You get called out pretty quickly, but you know what? It's any percent. This is the hardest in the game. Okay, never mind. It's the easiest. The timpani, the trumpet sound can get confused. What? What? Or not the timpani. There's still drums. What the hell is going on? Dear God, I've missed. No, it's the ukulele whip. For some reason I thought that was a violin. I don't know why. Okay, whip world record. Okay. The trumpet can be, or the ukulele can get easily confused with the harpsichord. Harpsichord sounds like the trumpet for some reason. Trumpet sounds like the steel drums. It's really, really confusing. Heck, okay. That's a new strat, so the timpanis sound really, it's pretty off to notice when, what the timpani's sound is, because it's played pretty poorly. I dropped a hammer on my head! Because that's what, ukulele hype. That's what humans sound like. So, I'm working on that new strat. Nope. That's not it. Oh, wait, it is. Okay. So, this one's actually going pretty quickly. So sometimes it's a lot more consistent to just pick a wrong one than messing around too long, so. Oh, here we go. This one's actually a lot harder. Heck, okay. What? There. So I got the 2-frame trick, but I also had to move this person right here out to next over, so. It was pretty much not possible to get realistically. Oh yeah, so time's coming up. Should have mentioned. Time ends when I say time. Ready? Time! Split! Major 7 is pretty cool, yeah. So that is the speed run of Wii Music for the Nintendo Wii. I apologize, I was kind of jumping around a lot explaining stuff. There's a lot to explain, and I forgot how short the marathon one feels. But, a 21, I'm gonna say 21:32? I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. 21:32, yeah. That's pretty decent for a marathon run. My PB is currently 20:40. World records actually gotten pretty recently. I had world records until about a month ago when someone got a 19:28 out of nowhere. So there's a lot more room of improvement to do. But this is, I would say this is a really cool game and you should play it. But really, I don't think that's necessarily true. A little fun story. I went back to my high school because my former band teacher was moving to South Korea to teach music. True story. And I told him that I got world record in Wii Music, and he actually told me, "Why the hell are you doing that?" And I really told him I have no idea why. So, thanks everyone who stopped by. Thanks everyone who sticked around and was hyped for this one. I hope I performed decently enough. Shoutouts to speedrunning Wii Music. Shoutouts to everyone in chat, and shoutouts to $2.4 thousand raised. That's pretty much, yeah, Gary 3 would have gotten Rollbacky pretty much, really easily. But that's about all I have right now. There's nothing else I can really show off, except for some really dumb controllers. But I think it's better off we just move on. But yeah, shoutouts to memes. Thank you all for sticking around and stopping by. Next up is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance by a really cool guy I know. So go stick around, watch, donate, and have fun with the rest of the marathon. I'm out. See ya.